How far back does the Social Security Administration want my medical records when I file a claim for Social Security disability benefits? What a great question. When you apply for your Social Security disability benefits, you're going to be asked to provide a list of physicians who've seen you so that the Social Security Administration can obtain a copy of your medical records. Now, as part of the application, you're also going to be asked to tell SSA the date on which you believe you became disabled. That's called the onset date. You're required to provide the Social Security Administration records that relate to your disability. And that sounds simple, but it could be hard in practice. Now, as a starting point, records for more than a year prior to the alleged onset date are really not helpful in proving that you were disabled as of the date you're claiming disability. Now, again, this can be tricky in that if you have a medical condition that's progressive in nature, you may have a hard time picking the date that you're disabled, or if the condition waxes or wanes. In those cases, I kind of think that all the medical records as far back as possible are helpful to show the course of your disease through the date of the onset. And that's particularly true if you have a condition like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, multiple sclerosis, migraines, or chronic back pain. Now, hopefully those records are going to tell the story of the nature of your symptoms, how those symptoms have changed over time and progressed, and how those symptoms have impacted your functionality. It might be that you have had to change jobs, you've been terminated, you've had other problems in the course of the progression of this disease that has impacted your ability to work. So the combination of your medical records and the employment history will help the Social Security Administration, potentially a judge, understand the progression of your symptoms of any medical condition that may or may not have a lot of objective findings or may not have actually been diagnosed prior to the onset date. The strategy is obviously different for those who have a diagnosed condition or one that's the result of a discrete accident or injury. We can pick that date of disability, and in that instance, the records back 1 year are relevant. Got it? If you have any questions about your rights to Social Security disability benefits, or if your claim has been denied at the initial application stage or the request for reconsideration stage, you'll only have 60 days in which to file an appeal. Don't delay, because if you make a mistake or blow the deadline, you've got to start all over again, and you've waited forever. If you have any questions, call us today, 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.